Hey, greetings everybody. This is Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. Stay a while and listen to what else was happening 200 years before the Dark Portal. On the last one, we showed how the orcs basically rose to be the most powerful force on Draenor by harnessing the elements, working with the elements to completely defeat the ogres. And it helps that the ogres weren't super ambitious anyway. I mean, they wanted more magic power. And in no way are we showing the ogres as like a dumb race yet. So I'm curious as to how that comes into being. Okay, this one's called the Exiles Refuge, and I believe now we're finally going to get the Draenor landing on this planet, or at least getting close to that. Ages before the fall of Goria, events transpired that would one day change the orc race's future, and we, in our Rise of the Horde book, the prologue chapter that we've already read talks about that. Also in Warlords of Draenor, if you do the Shadowmoon Valley storyline, there's a lot of that as well. It's essentially Sargeras coming to whatever the Eredar homeworld was and corrupting and enslaving them. Far from Draenor, Sargeras and his Burning Legion defeated the Titan Pantheon. Now nothing could oppose the demons in their quest to destroy all life in the universe, yet Sargeras needed new allies to continue his work. His ranks of demons were wild, difficult to control. He required lieutenants and tacticians who could help him guide the unruly legion, and he found them among a highly intelligent race called the Eredar. Led by three wise rulers, Archimonde, Kil'jaeden, and Velen, the Eredar had turned their world Argus into a paradise that held knowledge and philosophy in high esteem. So Argus is the name of their world. I forgot that. So in Legion, when you go to Argus, which is just shot, it's a just Legion wasteland. What we're seeing is what the Legion has done to Argus, their homeworld. In our trilogy, Archimonde was seen as the epitome, the number two. And that makes sense. And I kept wondering, like, well, Manaroth seems superior. If he was one of the... He wasn't, and I was confused. It's Kil'jaeden is the other one that is evil, and Velen is the leader of the Draenor. He does not succumb. When Sargeras corrupted these beings, most of them willingly accepted their fate. They reveled in the opportunity to act as the Legion's commanders, and they brought the demonic army into line. A number of Eredar resisted. Velen was the sole leader who did not give himself over to Sargeras. He led other dissidents on a daring escape from Argus, an escape that was only possible with the help of beings known as the Naru. These are the avatars, the pure embodiment, the highest apex of light. These creatures of the holy light were sworn protectors of the cosmos and its inhabitants, and they had foreseen the Eredar's corruption. For thousands of years, Velen and most of the Draenor, or exiled ones in the Eredar tongue, fled from the Legion seeking a refuge in the cosmos. They traveled between the physical universe and the twisting nether aboard a dimensional fortress called the Genedar. This Naru-powered vessel could transport the Draenor across vast distances. Yeah, so this is where it gets a little hazy, because we're essentially letting the Naru or have created spaceships that have like faster than light speed travel. Whereas portals are how we normally magically get through that. In this one instance, that's not what they're doing. It had been a dangerous journey. Velen's Draenor had successfully evaded almost all contact with the Legion, and the demons had little luck in tracking them, with three Naru aiding the renegades, Kure or Cure, Kara, and Dor, or Dore, Dior, Kuur. I don't know how I want to pronounce those. Kuure, Kara, and Dore. The Draenor could sense the approach of their hunters. Every time that happened, the exiles would pull up stakes and disappear into the stars. Okay, so they have three. They have three of the holy light people that we like. One of them sits in Shatrath. I believe that's one of the three still. I feel like Dior is Is that the one that you fight that's dark now, and you fight him in Maldraxxus as one of the battle like arena people? And I don't know about this Kara. Not sure. Velen knew that his people would never have a chance to resist the Legion with force until they found a world to settle. Until then, the Genedar was the Draenei's only true home. But traveling through the cosmos required incredible amounts of energy. The Naru spirits had to bear the burden of this extended journey, and over time they weakened. As their radiant energies flagged, the Genedar threatened to fall apart. The Naru knew that the time for running had come to an end. They found a world the Legion had not yet touched, and they called on their dwindling powers in a desperate attempt to reach it. Velen and his renegades would name this world Draenor, or Exiles' Refuge. So this is how it gets its name, and this is how, or we're starting to get into how the Draenor or the Draenei are going to inhabit this planet as well. We know they're going to be at odds with the orcs and everything on there. I don't know what kind of people they're going to be. They seem like a wise and good people, but the orcs up until this time seem for the most part good too. So someone's going to turn, or both are going to turn, but we know that it's going to become, there's going to be definite conflict. Okay. Another episode in the Pipes 5x5, guys. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft.